of pure imagination. Take a look and you'll see what you truly.
What is that? It's the end.
Yeah, let's pretend it's a lot better than that. But anyway, welcome to another fantastical, whimsical episode of Played Out.
Yay.
Oh my goodness, 2 in a row, Miss Pellegrino?
Two in a row because we had a game night.
Yeah, so we played some games.
We played games. We played a bunch of new games.
Speaking of which...
Thank you. In my face. Okay, great.
Stop it!
If you're not familiar with the show, what we do is we play the games and we tell you about the games. So that's what we do.
And we tell you if they're worth the price or if you should just like, no thanks.
That's right.
I feel like most we wind up recommending.
We do. We only play the games we love, I think.
Well, there's a few that like...
We've come across some that have been questionable.
have been questionable. Yeah. For sure. For sure.
Well, Miss Pellegrino, are you ready to play the game?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Oompa loompa doopa dee doo. We're gonna play a game, and so are you. Whoa! Look at that! Look, it's a game, Miss Pellegrino.
It's a game.
And not just any game. If you haven't figured it out by the beginning of this episode, if you haven't gotten it by looking at the table here and everything that's on display, and if you haven't gotten it from the hat that I'm currently wearing, this game is all about Willy Wonka. In particular, this is called the Golden... Okay. The Golden Ticket game.
The Golden Ticket.
All right, put that away. You're just embarrassing yourself.
You're embarrassing yourself.
Anyway, no, so this is a Willy Wonka-centric game. It's all about getting the golden ticket, right, Miss Pellegrino?
That's correct.
This whole game is about Willy Wonka. Miss Pellegrino, do your worst.
Okay, well, here we go.
It's a goddamn book of instructions.
No! Rules, pictures. I'm not going to read this to you guys. I'm definitely not. But it does explain piece by piece what each card means, how to play, and a lovely picture of Willy Wonka.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
So, Miss Pellegrino, how do we play this game? How do we play this game?
Well, first off, we need to pick a character.
Okay.
So who would you like to play?
I like to play Augustus.
Augustus Gloop.
Augustus Gloop.
He is green.
Because green's my favorite color.
And there you go, Augustus.
Okay.
I'm a Violet fan, so I'm going to play Violet. I played it the last time we were playing, so.
Yeah.
There are 2 other little cards that you get to set up your draw and your discard pile. Draw, discard. And then this kind of is a little cheat sheet, if you will, of the rules of your turn, because this is one of those games that a turn has multiple steps. After a few rounds, we figured it out.
We got better as time went on. It just took a lot.
It took a lot.
Because at the beginning, this game takes a lot of brain power. It's going to take some time for you to really figure out exactly how to play it. But then when you do play it, it's actually pretty fun.
There's some for you, and here's some for me. So you start with a certain amount of cards that will vary per players. You start with a certain amount of, yes, Wonka bars.
Because why not?
To which I have hidden a golden ticket in one of these. I will show you what the Wonka bars look like with one to the side that we're not playing, because I don't know which one has the golden ticket because I mixed them up.
They actually have golden tickets inside them.
But
it's amazing.
It looks like a legit little chocolate bar. Okay, it's adorable. It slides in. It's so cute.
It slides in so easily.
That's what she said.
On your little player card, okay, each one of you starts with an allowance. So my allowance is $5. So I'm going to take a coin. There's $3 coin, a $1 coin, so 3 and 2 ones. What is your allowance?
$5 as well.
All right, so a 3 and 2 ones for you too. Here we go. Now I will tell you, the board, they each come in little separate cards, and there is 2 sides to the boards.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, one's sort of like an easier side. One's a little bit more of a difficult side. So A1 is the easier side. Side B is the difficult side. You guys, we start in the classroom, of course. That's where we start. And yes, there's a Willy Wonka token. Look, I'll show them there.
Yeah.
He starts at his factory.
Obviously.
Okay, so obviously the point of this game is to collect as many Wonka bars as you can get to help you find the golden ticket. So depending on the amount of players you have, that's going to depend on how many golden tickets you hide and how many total Wonka bars you have.
Since it's just the two of us, we're only hiding one. And just
we
a
only
handful
grabbed
of
a
bars.
couple.
Yeah.
Now, grant you, since there is two of us, I do think normally if we were playing the full game, we would have more than this. But obviously, this is just a review. This game can take anywhere from 20 to 90 minutes.
No, thank you.
So we're just doing a brief snippet.
Yes, because
no need to subject you guys to this.
No way are we doing this for 90 minutes.
Who spanked you?
When we played with our friends, there were 4 of us. We hid 3 golden tickets and 48 Wonka bars.
And it still took forever.
Grant you, we were still learning, so it took a little longer. But I would say it took a good 60 minutes.
At least, yeah.
I would say. So, again, just a brief snippet. Snippet? So, we start in the classroom. There are 3 actions of which you can choose. You either get to play a card, to which you play a card. You do, obviously, what the card says. You could discard a card. Now, for discarding a card, you get to move 1 space. Each space has an action of which you can do on the space. Again, the whole goal is to get Wonka bars, so you'd want to kind of move to one of the spaces that allows you to do so, or an action to get you closer to that. Or the last option is to refill your hand. So if for some reason your hand gets less than 4 cards, obviously you need more cards to play, so you can use an action to refill the cards. You can do 2 of 3, 2 of which could be the same, or they could be 2 different ones. It doesn't really matter. Wonka will move spaces after every turn. He will never wind up in any of these 3 spaces. Obviously it's a 6-sided die. There are 9 spaces, so he cannot wind up in the bottom 3. He'll pop up in some of these. If you, at the end of your turn, land on a space that has Wonka on it, you get a Wonka bar. So you want to also try and land on his space. He's very popular. It's important.
Everybody loves Wonka.
Everybody loves Wonka.
Okay.
We'll just jump right in, and to decide who goes first, it is for the last person who ate candy. A candy bar, which probably was actually me.
No.
I had some cookies and cream Hershey eggs today.
Oh, good for you!
Because I'm the one who last ate it, I have to discard 2 cards out of my hand, letting me start with only 2 cards. Hot Toddy will only have to discard 1 card out of his hand, and he'll start with 3 cards. So let's look into that.
Okay. And discarded.
I'm gonna discard these 2.
All right then.
Okay, but I do get to go first. I am going to play a card.
Okay.
I'm going to play this one, which says gain $3 or play 2 fudge mallows and gain 7. Well, I only have 1, so I'm gonna gain $3. Now, you may be saying, why am I not putting in the discard pile? You do want to keep the cards that you play on your board, because there are some options called sweeping. If you sweep your cards, you a lot of times get certain rewards for sweeping your cards. So unless you specifically wish to discard to move spaces, you want to keep the cards you play by your side. That being said, I have 1 more turn, and I'm actually going to play another card that says move to his space. So I'm gonna hop to Willy Wonka.
Hey, Willy Wonka.
Which allows me to do 2 things. 1, the action on this card, which says sweep 2 mystery cards, which each little card, I'm gonna show it to this camera, has a little thing, little picture in the top here that tells you what kind of card it is. The one I actually showed you is a mystery card. It's 2 little top hats. Sweeping is clearing your board here. I don't have 2 mystery ones, therefore I can't sweep my board. So I can't do this action. If I would have been able to do it, I could have gotten 2 Wonka bars. But because this is my last turn and I landed on Wonka space, I get a Wonka bar.
Hey-oh! Is that the golden ticket?
I don't know.
Okay.
We can't look till the end. You cannot look until all the Wonka bars have been claimed.
Also, it should be noted that everyone's turn takes forever.
It really does take forever. If you don't know
Forever.
what you're doing, if you're playing with somebody who likes to think every single thing through.
Like Miss Pingrino.
Well, we're waiting.
By the way, each card, like I said, each character has a special ability. My special ability is whenever I gain 2 or more Wonka bars, I get to pick a card from the pile. I didn't do that, so I don't get to do that. Now, my turn's over. I roll, and Willy Wonka moves to space 5. And now, it is Hot Toddy's turn.
Oh my god, that was forever ago. Like, this game has been going on for 20 hours already.
Let it go.
Okay, so I get to move to... Okay, so here's what I'm already in the classroom though, aren't I?
You are in the classroom, yes.
So I can't do anything.
Well, we're waiting.
Okay, so I'm gonna lay down a Flickelgruber's Juicy Bar.
A Flickelgruber's Juicy Bar. Mm-hmm. Juicy Bar.
See, this is the Flickelgruber Juicy Bar.
Okay, and what does that allow you to do?
It gains 4 coins, $4.
Have $4.
And everyone else can give you a Wonka bar to gain $2 more.
Everyone else can give you a Wonka card.
To gain $2.
Okay, but I don't have any Wonka cards to give you.
Oh, no.
So I can't gain anything.
Well, that wasn't fun at all.
So some cards allow players to actually get bonuses on other people's team, but it's a little rare.
Now I gotta roll the die.
No, because you only took 1 turn.
Okay! See, this is where the game loses me a little bit, and it may lose you.
Take another turn.
Oh, I gotta do another turn?
Yes.
Oh my god. What am I laying down?
2 turns. You can lay down a card and move a space. You can lay down a card and or you can discard a card, move a space. Lay down a card, play what that says. Or since you don't have 4, you can pick up till you have 4.
I'm picking up till I got 4. What a fun hand
Great.
I had.
That's your turn. Now roll to move Wonka.
Okay.
This was the whole thing as we were playing this. I had to keep
6.
explaining it
Over
over
here.
and over and over again.
Yeah, you got a problem with that? You'll have to explain it over and over here.
Okay, I'm going to draw cards.
It's played out, people. That's what we're doing. We're playing the game out.
4. Since I have no cards, I'm going to draw to 4 because that's my handhold.
Mm-hmm.
So that is one of my turns. Now I'm going to read through my cards real quick.
Read through your cards real quick.
Just want to tell you both good luck. We're all counting on you.
I am going to play a 3-course meal chewing gum, which says choose someone else to gain 1 Wonka bar with, then move to any space.
I don't have a Wonka bar.
You gain a Wonka bar with me.
Oh, I gain a Wonka bar.
Yeah,
Oh, I'll
I
take one.
pick this one. Which one you want?
That one.
Okay, and then I get to move to any space. Well, of course, I'm going to move to Willy Wonka's space, to which I could do 2 things. I can choose to do what this says, which is spend $5 and get 3 cards. I'm a little short on the money, so I'm not going to do that, but I ended on Wonka's space, so I get another Wonka bar.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, I roll to move Wonka, and he moves to 1. Your turn.
I didn't get to move anywhere, did I?
No, but you could. If you would like to discard a card, you could move 1 space, either here, here, or here.
I'll discard 1 space and I'll move here with Wonka.
No, you cannot move diagonally, and Wonka's not there anymore. He's over here.
Alright, so I'll move up here.
Okay, now, would you like to draw 3 cards, then discard 2?
No, I'd like to play another card.
Okay, but you could do this first. It does not cost you anything to do so.
So I lay down
You
3.
pick up 3.
I pick up 3.
And then you lay down 2.
Okay. 1, 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, you've done 1 move, so you may do another.
I'm going to play this card.
Which
Move
says?
to the classroom, then gain 1 Wonka bar. I'm going right back to where I was, but I get a Wonka bar.
Okay, which Wonka bar?
That one in the front. All right, I got another Wonka.
And move Willy.
Well, I shouldn't on camera, but okay.
Stop. Move Wonka.
5. There, sit there.
I am going to...
They're magically delicious.
I am going to discard
wrong
this.
candy dude.
I'm going to discard this card so that I can move a space. Which says if I sweep 2 magicals,
Yeah.
I get 2 Wonka bars.
And that's it. That's the Wonka
That is
bars.
it.
So there you have it. The game's over, just like that.
All the Wonka bars have
night.
been claimed.
Oh, there's more.
All the Wonka bars have been claimed. So now the game does end.
So now let's look at Miss Pingrino's candy bars, and here are mine. I wonder who has the golden ticket.
That's a mystery.
So now we open our bars to see. Now this is kind of the hard part. Sometimes the bars don't come out so easy.
Oh, look at that.
Um,
They don't come out easily. Well, Miss Pingrino, I can guarantee you have the golden ticket.
I have the golden ticket.
That's all you, bruh. So there you have it.
I've got a golden ticket.
We'll get copyright strike again. But that's how you play. I mean, that's basically how it goes. Now, of course, there are different scenarios where you can spend your earnings, your money on to get a
Wonka bar. There are many more of these cards, each saying different things. There's so many that we didn't get to. There's so many actions on this board that we didn't get to. Plus, there's an entire, like I said, another side.
Right.
There's so much that can be done with this game.
There's so much with this game.
We literally just touched the cusp of it.
So, I mean, you can have fun with this game for hours. Literally hours.
Literal hours. And I know you're thinking probably, oh my God, this is so complicated. There's so many steps. It's really not. Once you kind of get the flow of it and like the hang of it, it can go pretty quickly.
Yeah, and again, just like Sequent Cats, it's one of those games where it's kind of dull when it's just two people. But you have multiple people and it moves and things happen and it's interesting and it's fun.
There are cards that allow you to steal Wonka bars or make people put Wonka bars back. There's cards that allow you to steal money or get money back, you know.
And like I said, you can spend money on Wonka bars. You can get stuff. Yeah.
Like, for example, this one you spend $14 and get 6 Wonka bars.
Are you obsessed with that block?
It's just the closest one to me. This one spends 3, get 2.
Jesus, get a room, why don't you?
Why I like to be nude.
Any of these games, unfortunately, playing mostly with just 2 of us, not that fun. They're kind of boring. But we're just showing you an example.
We really suck.
We're just showing you an example of the fun that you can have.
But that leads to the question, though, Miss Pingrino. Is the Golden Ticket game a game on or a game off?
For me, it's definitely a game on. I will say the Willy Wonka is seemingly meant for a younger crowd. This game is not.
No.
I would say maybe 13 and up to at least 12 and up. Like, you gotta have a pretty good
attention span. You have to have an attention span.
That's literally saying. You don't have to be smart. You have to have a good attention span.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of steps to it. It is not just something where you can like hop in and out of the game and not really focus.
Right.
So, if you have good attention span, this is a great game. I love this game, but I also love Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Not especially this original one. I do.
And that's where we're gonna get controversial. I know this isn't Get Real.
Yeah.
But I love the new Wonka so much more than I do Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I know that's blasphemous. I know what you're saying. How dare you, Hot Toddy? But Timothée Chalamet was just so charismatic as the candy maker himself, and that's why this hat that I'm wearing is not a Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory hat. It's a Wonka hat because I loved that movie more.
I just love how
I love the Willy Wonka
whimsical
experience.
and like old schoolish really this one is, and I love that the game captures that.
Absolutely.
It keeps true to the old Willy Wonka.
And that, Miss Pingrino, is why it's also a game on for me because it is. You're right. It's very much like the movie itself.
Yeah.
It's very classic. It's very shticky with the different, funny naming,
funny cards
and candy bars and everything like that. And it brings you that element of the movie itself. And with all the popularity of Willy Wonka itself and the movie coming out, the prequel with Timothée Chalamet.
What? I mean, like, come on. These pieces are wood pieces.
Yeah, it could. This game can come out at a better time, and it's just it's interesting. But you're right. You have to have more than a few second attention span. You have to allow some time to play this game, to get into it, to understand it, to move forward with it. So, but I mean, if you're willing to do that, if you're willing to play somewhat of a challenging game,
I will say
you can do it.
The first time you play it, you may leave not super excited about it.
Yeah.
It may not be your favorite. But going into it the second time and like really kind of understanding what each of these cards really means and how to go about your turn, it gets a little easier and I think it becomes more enjoyable.
It does.
So the first time you may not like it so much. Give it a second go.
Give it a second chance.
Because it's a pretty great game. I really do love it. Again, I think am gonna always be more partial to it because of the nostalgia purpose.
Right.
Like it just looks like an older game. Mm-hmm. But I really do enjoy it, and
No,
really
it's a
recommend
great
it for
game.
people. If you're running low on your ADD medication, don't play it right now.
No, it's a great, but it is a great game.
It's a great game.
And highly recommend it.
It's also not too expensive. It was like $24 on Amazon. So.
Yeah. Golden ticket!
Golden ticket!
Oh, and there you have it, Miss Pingrino. Another fun and exciting game here on Played Out. Willy Wonka! Willy Wonka! I shouldn't do that because that's the song from the horrible movie. The horrible Willy Wonka. This
I don't think the second one was horrible.
This one right here.
You know what? I got transportation.
Yeah, nobody likes that one. I'm sorry.
I think a lot of people like that
No,
one.
they don't. And if they
Some
do,
people think that's the original, sadly.
they need serious therapy. Anyway, that's going to do it for us on this edition of Played Out. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Clicky the bell so that you get the notifications whenever a new episode of the Smoking Hot Toddcast, that's not this show, Played Out, or any of the other shows other than the Smoking Hot Toddcast. Since I've mentioned it, there. You can go check it out there on SoundCloud. You can go there. New episodes available right now. We're on a bit of a hiatus, but we'll be back on March 14th with an all-new episode. So go check those out. And in the About section, you can also check out our merch. We've got stuff, so go buy stuff. It's good stuff.
Yeah. I would say, you don't need to buy sweatshirts anymore, but with this weather,
you never know.
You never know. You still probably need one.
You never know. Well, that's it for us this time, Miss Pingrino. We'll see you next time on Played Out. Oompa loompa dooba dee doo. We reviewed the game and now we are through.